Don't call the cops. Oh, you're in a cell, don't call my mom. Oh, she does in jail, don't call the preacher. Me go to hell, don't call the cops. 'Cause I don't wanna live anymore. Give me some rope. Thinking of the thing, give me some pills. Yeah, feel kinda sick, turn on the gas. That'll do the trick, don't call the cops. 'Cause I don't wanna live anymore. 'Cause I don't wanna live. Don't wanna give no more. Don't wanna live no more. Give me a pen. Gotta write a note, gotta make it quick. No antidote, and when I'm done, yeah, that's all she wrote. Don't call the cops. 'Cause I don't wanna live anymore. 'Cause I don't wanna live anymore. 'Cause I don't wanna live anymore.
Forcible impact alert. Scanning for Chinese artillery. Liberty Prime is online. We will not fear the Red Menace. Forcible impact alert. Scanning for Chinese artillery. Engaging Chinese invader. Warning, warning, orbital strike imminent. Liberty Prime is online.
You want me to go fucking trash your lights? Do you want me to fucking trash them? Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
It's fucking distracting. Oh, good. 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 No, no, fuck, no, no, fuck, no, no, fuck, fucking ass. Don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. Don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. Don't you fucking understand? Give me a fucking answer.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
You are trashing my scene.
Shut the fuck up, would you? Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
And I ain't walking on this set if you're still
Shut
hired.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
I'm fucking serious.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
You are trashing my scene. What don't you fucking understand? 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 I'll fucking kick your fucking ass. Don't you fucking understand? I'll fucking kick your fucking ass. Don't you fucking understand? I'll fucking kick your fucking ass. Don't you fucking understand? I'll fucking kick your fucking ass. Seriously, man, you and me, we're fucking done professionally. Fucking ass.
Geico presents Monster Counseling.
Dracula, tell me how you're feeling.
No one understands how lonely it is. No one will even let me into their house. I knock and I knock, but they ignore me.
Uh-huh. What else?
I look in the mirror and I don't even see myself.
Halloween, there's something going on. Now we do escape the parlor. In the streets of Halloween, the spirits will arise. Make your choice, it's hell paradise. It's Halloween. It's Halloween. Tonight. Doom's in my hands. Now make your choice. Redeemed or enslaved. Answer your person in your hand. Save me from the evil one. Give me strength to carry on. I will fight for mankind. Deliverance and peace of mind. But watch out. Be aware. Listen. Take care. In the streets on Halloween, there's something going on. No way to escape the parlor. In the streets of Halloween, the spirits will arrive. Make your choice, it's hell paradise. It's Halloween. It's Halloween. It's Tonight.
The Army has been an awesome experience.
That's a car, and this is Drive Time, where you have a 90.
Hi, neighbor. Welcome again to this neighborhood. I'd like to show you something. You know what this is? Well, maybe if I press this button. This is a cassette player with a little cassette in here, and there's nothing written on it, so we'll just have to play it to see what it is. Do you ever imagine things? Are they scary things? Do you ever imagine things? Things you'd like to have? Did you ever see a cat's eyes in the dark? and wonder what they were. Did you ever pretend about things like that before? Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think, and they'll grow. Imagine every person that you see is somewhat different from every other person in the world. Some can do some things, some can do others. Did you ever think of the many things you've learned to do? Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think, and they'll grow. Did you feel like going like that? Let's give the fish some food. Mr. McFeely, I didn't order any whistles. That's what they call a slide whistle. Did you feel like going like that? There are so many things to learn about in this world, and so many people who can help us learn. Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think, and they'll grow. Neighbor, I'm glad we're together again today.
Okay, so, where was I? I had this whole thing, had all this time to think about what I was going to say, and then just went live and changed the scene. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about now. This is terrible. Fucking terrible. Not professional at all. I'm going to check my levels. Okay, my levels are fine. Get this thing out of here. God damn, this thing is loud in my ears. Which I like a good shamisen, but it's very loud. Let's see. It's been a while since I did this. I don't know what I'm doing. As always, sponsored by Sunkissed. I changed the theme. I remembered to do it because I thought I was going to forget. And then I remembered to do it. So let's continue the conversation from where the chat is. We all miss Carl, the once and future king, and the people that were around Carl. And I should turn my monitor down so I'm not repeating myself. That's the only scene I got. There's no other scenes. No other scenes. I need more scenes. I need many scenes. I really want one that, you know, for what I'm doing at the time. Like, I need a video watching scene and a talking to other people scene and all that kind of shit. I got some ideas. Just haven't been able to implement them because I've been implementing other shit. And one of the things I've been doing is working on my bass guitar sound. So, couple weeks ago, sponsored by Sunkist, I bought a new rack case. It's like a DJ mixer case. It's fucking huge. 8 units tall, vertical, like 10 units slant, and it's big. It's way too big. But I bought that case because I had pedals in my old case, but I couldn't adjust the little gimmicks on them to do stuff. I have a Discord. I don't need help. I don't need that much goddamn help. I really just need more time to work on things. So, other than that, I actually pretty good at figuring stuff out. It's just I got off work and came home, and this is, you know, this is where I'm at. I got this much time to work on that much shit. And other than that, I can just talk about things. So, I bought this big mixer road case rack thing. And I, you know, put my amp inside of it. And I've got pedals. The slant, on the vertical slant, or on the slanted rack, I took the spacers, mounted some pedal tape on it. So now I've got, well, I need to buy some more pedals, but I've got a noise gate and a cheap compressor. And then I bought an MXR 10-band equalizer that's got 2 outputs. It's got 2 outputs, and that's going into my Ampeg B2R, which is running both outputs to a PV115 and an Alumabase 410 speaker cabinets. And so my next step is to buy a second amplifier. After I buy the second amplifier, I'm going to buy a better compressor and then another cheap compressor. And then I'm going to buy a sub and up pedal, and then turn the sub all the way down so it's only the octave up. And probably some kind of preamp or distortion pedal. There was one that I was going to buy at Music Go Round. It was the MXR 80. I think a second amplifier because I'm running 2 different tones. So I'm going to run my Ampeg that I have currently into my 410, buy the second amplifier, and run that into my 115. Because from my equalizer out, I've got 2 outputs. So I'll run one to essentially a more or less clean signal, right? And then I'll run another one to a distorted signal and run my distorted signal through my 410 and my clean one through my 115. So I'll have 2 different tones simultaneously. No. And what I actually considered doing, which if I do this, I'm going to have to probably figure out something different with my amps. Maybe at some point I could go to like just having 2 combo amps and a pedal board. But at the moment, I'm just kind of working with that. I got what I got. So I'm just doing that. But no, I'm running 2 different 2 different signal chains basically off of one instrument with different tonal character, kind of like biamping actually, where you send, you know, all your low frequencies to one cabinet and your higher frequencies to another cabinet. So as you play in between them, the dynamics play off each other, so you can optimize your cabinets and stuff like that. So I'm going to do a bit of that actually at the same time. But instead of just using a biamp, which is basically just a speaker crossover with your power load, I'm just going to use 2 straight amplifiers that use equalization. So my equalizer, my pre-equalizer, will basically be used to subtract the frequencies that I don't want and kind of keep the gain under control, which is what the compressor does before it hits that equalizer. And then I'll run 1 through some signal optimization. Sounds like you need better connections than more amps. I don't know what that means. My connections are fine. They're all 1/4 inch phone, you know, standard speaker connections. Now, what I could do is take my 410. See, the problem with that is if I take my 410 and run it stereo, then I'm essentially running all of the one output or the 2 no, but biamping is, I just explained what biamping is. See, never mind. The idea with a biamp is say you had like, what? No, there's no software. This is all analog. It's not noise creation, it's tone. I'm tone chasing. And this is all through a live speaker setup. I don't even have, there's no software or anything like that. What it might come down to though, because like, is this fucking road case is gigantic. Like, it's huge. Big ass fucking road case. I mean, it's barely fits in the back of my trunk, and I got a big trunk. Like, it's a Crown Victoria trunk. It's not a small trunk. Like, you can fit like 3 or 4 fucking Mexicans in there. And even fat ones. But like, well, I can hook it to a computer, but that's not going to do me any good. Because this is for like live playing, and this is for like stage and shit like that. So like when I do take, say we played a show Friday. That's why I didn't stream this weekend. So I had to work Saturday, and because we played a show Friday. Where we played. Yeah, I know. Psycho, you don't have to explain it to me. I would I've been trying to convince those guys to sell this stuff, get a Patreon, do all this other shit. It's, in some ways they're smart, in some ways they're really fucking dumb. I've been trying to convince them to put stuff on YouTube for fucking 5 years. Like, since I've been on YouTube, like, watching it, I'm like, why don't we just have a channel? We've made a video. They paid $1,000 to a guy to direct and edit it. Okay? We shoot this fucking video in May. This guy is a professional videographer, right? Professional video editor. As in, he's professional, as in he gets paid to fucking do this stuff, right? Which is fucking retarded because I literally bought a PC to do video editing. I have all this stuff here. The only thing I need is a reason to link you to what? Here, I'll link you to my Discord, and I can do that thing where the that's not it. How do I do this? God damn it. Are you in my Discord? No. How do I do this? I'll just I know you're in the fucking, are you in the dump Discord? Yeah, there you are. do I invite? Boop, 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 boop. Oh, old boomer Victor here. Right-click user for more actions. Well, hey, there we go. Invite to server. There we go. I sent you a thing. If you want to, I can, since you don't Twitter, you can just pop on in my server, and I can PM you stuff. Oh, see, that's just it, Psycho. I could do that, but I'm not going to. So anyway, we finally, after 3 months, we send back. He does some stuff with the video that we kind of didn't like. Honestly, there's some major problems. I wouldn't say major problems, but certainly there's some stylistic cues on that video that I would not have done. Like, there's a scene that's sort of meant to be silly, okay? And the idea is to, you're making a funny, kind of lighthearted video. So there's a scene where we're running through, like, a wooded area, kind of. And, oh, there we go. Well, I don't have the videos not up there yet. But, what I can do is link you the fucking channel. Let me get it. Let me find it here. Boomer Victor. Because I'm not trying to, like, really connect Victor to this. So keep it on the DL. As far as that's gonna go. I don't think it'll be ever a big problem until some guy's like, oh man, we should look at this fucking and then they're like, oh, this guy's this guy, and then they go on Twitter and they're like, we can't give him a contract. That would be terrible. So that'll be fun when it happens. Let's see, where do we go here? You know what's funny is some of their most viewed shit is the stuff that I had to fight them to fucking put up. Like this crappy thing. I don't know, it might even be privated. Well, not bad views. I mean, we get fucking year ago, something with 70 fucking views. God damn. I'm fucking stupid. How do I share this? I guess it would be this one? Yeah. Wait a minute. We'll just leave that. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Paste. Not paste. Just, no, I want to copy. There we go. I'm gonna copy it. Copy it real good now. Alright. Let's see. Go to the dump. Psycho. Message. This is the beginning of your direct history. There we go. There's the channel. You can check it out. Oh wait. Is that it? There it goes. Alright. Back to this. Back to this. What? Psycho. You don't know what you're talking about. I mean, we're like 4 dudes playing Thrash. So, it kind of helps to show up with, at least a couple half stacks and a fucking... It is not emo. Not at all. And I've downsized. Like, the show we played Friday, all I took was that, even though it's gigantic, I didn't take my 115 with me. And it sounded really good too. I actually think running both of those cabinets out of that one amplifier doesn't sound as good as if I just plugged the one in. Yeah, see what I'm saying? So right now, I'm looking to get... I got the graphic EQ. And I'm I'm gonna run one to like a sub and up, then into another compressor, then into an amp. The other one I'm gonna run into like probably a preamp of some kind and a distortion, and into another cheap compressor. And then I have my good compressor at the beginning, right before the graphic EQ. Those guys were all bitching about it because it's like this giant fucking box. Like it's like the size of a fucking pirate treasure chest. You know what I mean? So anyway, they're all like, "Oh, this is why you gotta carry all this stuff." I'm just like, man, buy a fucking van. Like, seriously, like, what are you bitching about? Always bitching. But I actually might stop. Like, the place we played, it's got a good enough sound system to really, all I need is a monitor. You know, if I just have a monitor right in front of me, could have played through their house speakers easily. It would just been like, hey, you're gonna need 2 channels, you know, in the final form of that bass rig. I can just plug the amps directly into the soundboard and go through that, because that saves a lot. Because we don't have a van, which is really fucking dumb. Our guitarist might buy one next year. If he doesn't buy one, I plan on buying a second. I plan on buying a vehicle myself. So I'm either going to be looking at a Ford, like an F250 or 350. I need to get like a crew cab with a long bed. Either one of those with a cap, or a Toyota Tundra, also long bed crew cab. Basically, I need a long bed crew cab truck, because that's what I'm going to buy. If I can find one, I'd like to get a Tacoma. But they might. I think it's hard to find a crew cab and a long bed. It's only, I think, a 6-foot bed with a tall cap on it would probably be all I need to, you know, haul the 4 of us and all of our equipment. I don't need a tow hauler. I just need a long bed and a cap. I hate trailers. Fucking hate having a trailer. Pain in the ass. Too damn long. I'd like to get a van, but the thing is, I'm not buying a van because I plan on using the second vehicle for my own personal shit. And one of those personal things is, you know, working. And I'm not trying to, like, I could drive. Oh yeah, toy hauler? That'd be cool, but I need to, like, drive campus, small city streets too. Which I understand that an F-350 long bed crew cab wouldn't exactly be ideal for that. But a Tundra'd be okay. I mean, I drive a big car now anyway around there fine. Yeah, that's actually funny, Eric. The first van, when we first started playing, we had a 93 Astro van. That was the drummer's. We also had 5 people at the time. 2 full fucking and 3 full fucking rigs. See, I was going to buy a Chevy Express because they're the only ones that are kind of decent now, or an Econoline. The problem with those is all the ones that, like, I could afford are going to be junk, and they're going to be on their last legs. If my guitarist ends up buying one, he's just going to buy one strictly for that. So he'll probably end up getting an Express 2500 or 3500. You know, the big, long, fucking extended length passenger thing. We'll take out the, you know, the seats and do stuff. That's the other thing, is I don't want to buy a van because I've got other purposes. So if I get a truck, that'll be good because I can haul just as much stuff with a van, but yeah, man, that thing was a pain in the ass. We'd load up, we could get all our gear in it, but we couldn't get all 5 of us in it. It would be like, we'd load up all our gear, 3 of us would ride in the van, and you know, the other 2 would have to drive, which is a real pain in the ass. Like, we did a couple fucking out of town shows. The one out of town, dude, we did this show in Pittsburgh years ago. It's the stupidest fucking thing Like, dude, I'd love to have a SWAT truck, but I can't do that. I've got a plan. But anyhow, we played this show in Pittsburgh. This is when his van was on the Astro was on its last legs, and we drive all the way out to Pittsburgh, and the stupid ass fucking hipsters that made the poster didn't put some relevant information on the address for the poster. So we drive there. We get to the address. There's no such bar like there. It was all the way on the other end of town because they didn't bother to make the distinction between, you know, north and south this street. So when we just put the address in the GPS, when we get there, there was nothing there. So then by the time we get that figured out and drive there, we unload all our gear, and they're like, well, we're kind of out of time. So we end up driving all that way, didn't even fucking play the show. And then the way there and the way back, his van would only do 50 mile per hour. All right? So 50 miles per hour all the way from Columbus to fucking Pittsburgh. And you couldn't, like, gas it any harder than, like, a little bit, or it would die. Or if you started it, you had to, like, wait to start going. Like, just everything was going wrong with that van. Which I can't stand it. Like, I'm just like I'm the kind of dude that's like, okay, I'm gonna have a van, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have this. I should learn what things do. And I'm just like, well, what do you think's wrong with your van, dude? I don't know, cars are magic. I'm like, dude, I think my history with this band has been a long facepalm. And they look at me the same way, which is really funny. Like, they think I have all these crazy, stupid ideas that wouldn't work, but... yeah, I'm sure it is. The only problem with, you know, I can't buy a Chevy Express. I almost bought one years ago. I thought about buying one, but when it comes down to it, I really want a truck. I want four-wheel drive. And honestly, I want to just buy a truck, because if I have the truck and they don't have a van, they're not going to want a truck. But I'm going to be like, no, I'm getting a truck. Fuck you guys. Like, that's really the way it is. Half of it's just going to piss them off. Just to piss them off. I need a winter vehicle. That's the other thing. I need a winter vehicle. I need a good hauler, which a van would work fine for. Now, I could get a Chevy Limited SS with the all-wheel drive. The problem is, they have lots of problems because Chevy isn't all that great. Like, your Chevy Express probably is fine, mainly because it's a simple, you know, V8 most likely. V8, rear-wheel drive, basic layout. But the only thing that might go wrong with it is your fuel pump at some point, because for whatever reason, GM doesn't know how to make a fuel pump. But, you know, that's the end of that, or that's the long and short of that. I like the Express vans too. I certainly like them more than the Euro vans that Ford came out with. That stupid ass fucking... Yeah, I know, you're a locksmith. You smith the locks. What, the fuel pump? You replaced the fuel pump twice? I bet you did. All full-size GM vehicles have had that problem since like 1999. I'm like, figure it out. Go buy one from Toyota. Like, it wouldn't be the first time that Chevy bought a part from Toyota. Like, go buy a fucking goddamn fuel pump off a Tundra and throw it in there. Run forever. Stupid. GM is so disappointing. I'm a Ford person myself. Not like they don't have their own problems, but not like that. Not like GM. Just terrible quality. So, let's see. Played that show. I got this fucking big stupid rig. Yeah. I know. I wish Toyota made a real van too, to be honest with you. I'd have had one already. Like, the Sienna's a good van. But for as far as a minivan, but I mean, you driving a minivan? Fuck no. Hell, the old Toyota Previa was a mid-engine. Hyundai is a lot of Toyota. A lot of the Japanese and Korean cars share parts because Japan has a thing called like homogenization, where they pretty much have to use like their basic parts have to like kind of be interchangeable. So a lot of it uses Toyota stuff, except for like transmissions. Hyundai's not a very good. They're better than they used to be, but Hyundai is they're not so great. They're not they're definitely not Toyota. They're pretty much Kia at this point, if I recall. They're Korean. But I'd much rather have a fucking Toyota. Dude, Toyota should make a big ass fan. Because they could do a good job of it. Just base it off the Tundra platform. It'd be great. Yeah. But for some reason, Hyundai can't put their shit together correctly. They are better than they used to be, though. I'll have to say that. Yeah, but I'm not. If I'm going to Japan, I'm going to get Honda, Toyota. You know what I mean? That's just... I wish Honda made a good truck. The Ridgeline supposedly is a decent vehicle, but who wants a transverse V6 front-wheel drive truck? It's stupid. Why? Why would you buy a Hyundai over a Honda? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all, Eric. Yo, dog, I'd buy a Hyundai over a Honda. Man, when my baby mama was up in jail, we broke her out using the Hyundai. And I just had a sweet spot ever since. Yeah, Ridgelines are shit. But it's stupid. It's a stupid idea for a truck. You have a front axle transaxle, and it's just, you put all that pressure on in a weak Honda automatic. That's one thing. Honda transmit automatics aren't all that good, at least up until like maybe this year. So you put all that big heavy truck, and it's not even that big of a truck, but you know what I'm saying, like. But I would much rather, and a lot of this, which is better than that, it also depends on the year. Like an early 2000s Hyundai is way different than a fucking later 2000s Hyundai, or just like, I mean, Honda and Toyota have been pretty much the same, more or less, but nah. But if I was gonna buy a Honda, the car I would want would be, a simple Accord or a Civic. That's what they do well. Albeit I wouldn't want either one because their automatics are weak. I mean, I could drive standard, but it's a pain in the ass. The Hyundai, but the what was I saying? I don't know. Getting distracted by myself. But consistently, I would just rather have. It depends on what you want. You know what I mean? If I want just a front wheel drive daily driver, yeah, I'm gonna get a fucking Corolla or a Camry, or if I want a sports car, I'd be cool with an NSX. That's pretty much it. It'd be cool with an NSX. As far as Acura goes, maybe an old Supra, or an even older fucking Z car from Nissan back when Nissan made decent vehicles. But I mean, right now I drive a Ford Crown Vic. Skyline truck. I think they made a wagon that was based off the old Skyline. I think it was called a Stanzia. Not in America, but they're in Australia and stuff. Funny thing is, Skylines are like, they're like Ford Tauruses overseas. Like not the big jungled up fucking twin turbo guys, but you can get like, I don't know if it's an inline 6 or a V6, but they used to have different little, you know. Yeah, the old Toyota Cressidas are pretty fucking dope. There's a Nissan Stanzia, yeah. It's a double unicorn. Look it up. The 8th Mile Skyline is a truck. Yeah. The old, there's a guy who lives in the area I work that's got a fucking Cressida. And the goddamn thing, he fucking stanced it. So it's just like slammed down real low with like no suspension and fucking low profile tires. It's dumb. No, a Stanzia. I think it's what it's called. Let me check real quick. I'm pretty sure it's called a Nissan Stanza. Fucking Mighty Car Mods did a thing with it. Stanza wagon. Maybe it's... Let me check it out real quick. Boop, 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 boop. No, that's not it. That's not it. Boop, boop, boop. Stagia. That's the one I'm looking for. A Stagia. Stanzia. What the fuck? Yeah. Nissan Stagia. It's basically a Skyline wagon. They did a bunch of stupid shit with it. I know. I'm not very good at driving stick because I've never really owned a standard vehicle. I can do it in a pinch. If I bought one, like if I had a third car, I'd be cool with it being a standard. But, meh. I don't think you get extra good boy points for knowing how to do it. Like, it's just... And what's stupid is when I had like a dirt bike and stuff like that, like swapping gears and all doing that stuff was fine. Like motorcycle, I can hop in there. Great, no problem. Like, I mean, I haven't ridden one since I was like 14, but the problem is driving in the city. You're always popping that clutch in and out. This fucking gets to be a pain in the ass. Gets to be a pain in the ass. I'd rather out. So, what else did I do this weekend? Oh, I went to the Renaissance Festival. And, I gotta say, I go to the Renfest almost every year. And, I don't know why. Like, I mean, we go with the I go with my, my clan, as it were. But, It's just, I don't get it. Well, I do get it. I was planning on buying a couple t-shirts this year. Unfortunately, everything in my size was sold out. My motorcycle is automatic. What the fuck, psycho? You stand here and talk about, oh, I'll clutch everything, but my motorcycle's an automatic. Is it a manumatic at least? Like auto clutch? So we go to the fucking Renfest and take all the back roads there, which is nice. Because you pretty much have them all to yourself, especially when you get out west of Columbus and south of Plain City. So that's a fun ride. And driving through like Xenia and London, all these places. And we get there, we walk around, you know, the wife and the kid, they go and buy stuff. And I bought them a couple things. And then, so we go to eat. Dude, alright, first of all, the Scotch egg is $5. And, it's like a baseball-sized fucking ball of sausage with an egg in the middle of it, like a hard-boiled egg. And that's super good. And that is worth the money. Especially for, like, you know, fair food prices, like concession stand prices. $5 get you a baseball of sausage. And it's delicious. $7.50. My dad had a 1980 something Suzuki GS 1100, I think it was. It was a big fucking bike. Big, mean, heavy, fast bike. Had a 4-cylinder in it. That was a cool bike. He hit a deer with it. And just knocked the deer over and kind of ramped it. Like, when he saw the deer, he kind of scared him a little bit. And cracked the throttle back more instead of braking. So the front of the wheel picked up and he hit the deer square in the chest with the fucking front wheel and just kind of knocked it over and jumped over it. And he pulls back into the house, back up to the house. It was like, it's probably like 11. He gets off the bike. He's like, "Oh, you're the fucking deer." I was kind of impressed with that bike at that point. It was an early, I don't know if you call that a roadster or not, but it was like an early crotch rocket. Like, I'd say it's the equivalent of like a Honda F4. Except when my brother had a Honda F4, it was the fucking 4-cylinder like Ram Air one. And he was scared of that fucking Suzuki. I don't know. I was never big into motorcycles. Like, I had a dirt bike, or I had an enduro bike when I was like 13. I've just been a 4-wheel person. I always have been. I like to sit. I'm lazy. Albeit, I kind of wish my dad still had that bike around. Probably wouldn't ride it, but it'd be cool just to have it. At least it wasn't a Goldwing. So anyway, we get to we're walking around the Renfest. My scooter. I don't know. His didn't sound like a Harley. It sounded like a fucking. Kind of had that thing going. It was ring, ring, ring. It was more like a crotch rocket, just a really old one. But anyway, so we walk around, and I was gonna. Let's see. I think my shit. Yes, you continue watching. What are you doing? I did not give you permission to stop playing. They do have turkey legs. I don't really like them. Because it's like trash turkeys. They're like fucking trash turkeys, man. They're not good. I mean, they're good, but it's just... I'm over it. I've been going to the Ren Fest for like 11 years. I don't look forward to the giant turkey leg anymore. People buy them. They're good. Don't get me wrong. They're good. But people buy them because they're like, look at this big thing of meat. Ooh, I'm a Viking. And it's like, no, you're a fucking hipster. You're just a douche. Out here LARPing. Actually, literally fucking LARPing at the Ren Fest. So I get a Scotch egg. And I also got a thing. This is a fucking ripoff. I had a dish called Two Kings Weenies. And it's basically like a big sausage on a stick. And it looks like a burnt donkey dick. And it tastes like a Slim Jim. Which... Like... It wasn't good. Like, I'd have rather just had a Slim Jim. I could snap into it. This thing, it just... Like... It just didn't taste good. I don't know how else to describe it. Tasted like cheap wiener. Called it the King's Weenie. So when you're sitting there eating it, it's a corn sausage. I don't know what that is. It wasn't like a corn dog though. It didn't have any breading. It was just like a fucking... I don't know. It tasted like jerky. Like that sort of thing. Yeah, this thing was $6. And I got 2 of them, thinking that it was just like a hot dog in a bun, right? They hand me this thing, and I don't know. The wife didn't really like it. Well, she wouldn't eat it. She ate her Scotch egg, which the Scotch egg is pretty filling anyway. Because I bought 2 Scotch eggs, 2 of those wieners, 2 Cokes, tater tots. Daughter ate the tater tots, or whatever. She might have eaten the Scotch egg or a bit of that, but yeah, $6 for like this big kind of nasty burnt donkey dick looking thing. My wife got a good picture of me like eating it. It just looks like I'm pleasuring once again a burnt donkey. So that was a funny photo. $6 ain't bad. That's bullshit. For what it was, no. When a Scotch egg was $5 and it's better, and it's a baseball-sized thing of sausage with an egg in the middle, and no, it did not come with bourbon. Yeah, not when the Scotch egg is $5. $6 is dumb for what it was. It should have been like $4. But anyway, so I ate both of them. And, dude, I mean, the basket of tater tots wasn't even that big. It was like, I don't know, like a couple handfuls of tots, basically. That was $4. It was $36 total for that meal. You gotta think, Psycho, that's his Ohio prices. So yeah, that's kind of a ripoff. What I should have got was they've got So they got what I should have got, man. They got ribbon fries, which is basically just chips, but they just take a fucking potato, and it's like this like literally a pile of fucking like fresh cut potato thing. It's like a pile of like fresh cut potato covered in various things, and quite good. That thing is a beast. Like, it's like the size of your head. You know what I mean? It's a giant pile of fries. There's other delicacies there that I'd like to try too. Like, they have a whole ice cream place shop that's got, like, you know, various ice cream, chocolate covered stuff. There's like a place with like bread bowls and stuff like that. There's one with a pizza, which I don't think is good at all. Plus, like, I have enough pizza in my regular life. So, and stuff. It's a thing covered in things. Yeah, exactly. It really is. So yeah. So I went there to get 2 shirts, and god damn it, all the fucking, like, literally, okay, you guys are seemingly familiar with Renfest. You might notice there's a lot of rather large, stinky people with bearded necks, as it were, walking around. And oh boy. So all the shirts from extra large to double XL were pretty much sold out, because this is the last weekend. They have dots there, but that's not what I get. They have like a more different kind of thing. They also have, which is delicious, they've got kettle popcorn. They've got and they've got like corn on the cob, like roasted in one of those like basket things with the blowtorches. Those are good. We got those a couple of years ago. That was pretty good. Yeah. They gotta branch out next year. So, but I'm still short 2 shirts. So I need some new shirts. I think a couple weeks ago I was talking about the what do you call it? The motherfucking clothes I was buying. So I'm finally back. I'm up on my jean game, my jeans now, which is nice. I got plenty of jeans. So that's a good thing, I guess. Damn, sucker! Well, yeah, I mean, I could make those too. Just don't. I'm just trying to think of things that I had eaten at the Renfest. But really, now that I found out there was Scotch eggs there, I'm kind of just obsessed with the Scotch eggs. Everything else is just pales in comparison. Dude, fucking grilled corn on the cob, so good. So good. I like to just like not even fucking peel it. I can sit there and do, man, I like corn on the cob on the grill though. You even peel it, do a bunch of butter and shit in it. Yeah, salt. It's quite decent. Decent. Oh yeah, I was talking about that video. So we get this video made. Now there's a scene where all of us are run, like the camera is stationary, all right, and it's pointed at. That would be good. Like, you had a big old steak chop there. I have a feeling all the steaks that they would have at the Renfest would be really cheap. It'd be like Waffle House steaks, which isn't bad at Waffle House, but you know, it would also probably be like fucking $30. So there's a scene where the camera stationary, kind of pointed towards the clearing, and we're each to run across it like we're running away from something. So that's what we do. And then a guy in a fucking gorilla suit, he's like chasing us and shit, right? And So he does that. He shoots all that shit, but he does it in slow motion, which is dumb because if you're going to change it, first of all, you need to take a wider shot or something like that. I don't know how you would change the frame of it, but you want to have that sped up, not slowed down, because it's supposed to be funny. So it ought to be like, yakety sax kind of thing, like Benny Hill, and that sort of vibe. But no, it's all slowed down, which is dumb. It doesn't make it funny. It makes it like an action sequence. Well, I don't know. I've never eaten a tomahawk steak, but I like the sound of it. God, Psycho. You're a fucking snob, Psycho. You know that? Oh, $30, that's it? My last tomahawk steak was $110. Oh. Fucking. You got that shekel gold. Spanish flea. No. Oh, wait. I did that wrong. $30? That's it? Last tomahawk I paid to prepare was $110, boy. It's a rib steak with a giant bone. Oh wait, it's a rib steak with a giant bone. No, I know. If I recall, they're like yeah. Anyway, I've never had one. So I'm just pricing something as it were. So, he slows this goddamn thing down, and it just doesn't look right. Then in the beginning of it, okay, there's this chick, this like fucking thought with hairy armpits that her drummer knows that came along, and they shoot this like scene with her, and it's not even like she was like talking about it before they went and did it. She was like, I want it to be like really sexual and like like almost pornographic. All this bitch did makes no sense in the context of the video. All right, is basically she stands in front of a drainage ditch that drains underneath Route 315, and they pour like a gallon of fucking fake blood on her off camera from above, right? And she's like showering in it and kind of being all smixy, and like their logic was, but dude, it's like a hot chick. Which, okay, fine. Let's just say that she is hot, because I mean she's not terrible, but she's not metal video hot. Barely an A cup. Like, and just aside from that, there's no reason for it. There's no reason to have this broad doing this in the beginning and acting like it's like, oh, I'm a vampire getting blood poured on me. And then we go into this like silly fucking video where we're all caked on with fucking black metal, like Norwegian black metal face corpse paint, playing this like cover song with funny things going on, like being chased by gorillas and a dude running into a tree with a microwave on his head and knocking the tree over, which was a cool accident. And just all this zany shit, but it opens with this, goes through all that, and then closes with this broad again. Like, there's no fucking reason for it. It's just silly. Which, it's fine, it's supposed to be silly, but that part doesn't make any sense. I kind of want a tomahawk steak now. I ought to just buy a whole cow. Just be like, I will take one cow, sir. So, I think stylistically, I would have left that part off. I certainly wouldn't have been using slow motion for any of that stuff. If anything, you're going to use slow motion on, you're going to take the, some of the more detailed guitar work and zoom in close to that and slow mo that kind of shit. And even then, you don't want to slow mo too much because you have to make it go along with the actual music. So you might slow motion some fucking, which as much as I hate Nirvana, like the Teen Spirit fucking video where they're kind of like slow mo headbanging a little bit. Primal Cuts. It's just shit like that. There was a couple like transitions that instead of just using a jump cut, he uses like the image fold up and roll over into another image thing. I don't like just jump cut, motherfucker. This doesn't have to be rocket science. So yeah, that's the video thing. Let's see. What else is going on in the world here? I suppose I could talk about the motherfucking whatchamacallit. Let's see, there's Turning Point USA, which I find hilarious. Apparently that whole thing when Nick Fuentes went down, well, he wasn't there, but the TP USA fucking thing. It went down really close to where I work, and I wasn't working that night, but it would have been fun to go to that. Albeit I wasn't in on the joke, so I wouldn't have known anything about it. Let's see what else is going on. I don't know. I'm kind of getting interested in the steak talk you guys are talking about here. I haven't had a steak for a very long time. Should get one. That's the right time right now, man. Nice and cool outside. Be a good time to grill a steak. All that dense cold air. I don't know. I thought I had some things prepared, but I don't think I did. What time is it? Oh my god, it's 1:30. The tomahawk is 2 inches. That's a nice 2-inch steak then. That sounds great. I haven't had beef ribs in a long time. Those things are huge. Wait, did I have steak recently? I don't know. I haven't had anything but ground meats for a while. Everything is ground meat. Maybe chicken breast. Eating like a fucking peasant over here. But I am doing good in my mission for diabetes. Got myself up to 210 pounds. Nothing but a gut. That's great. I'm going to try and hit failure size. Except he's taller than I am. I don't think I'm going to get that big, though. It'll be hard to move around. I move around too much for that shit. But I do like candy. like candy a lot. Well, shit, I'm running out of steam, and yeah, be about like what 6 foot. Maybe you and I are body twins. Both like 5'11", 6 foot, 210 pounds. Just nothing but legs and gut. Oh, Eric's a skinny brother. Little skinny little dog. Done lost all that weight up in jail. Oh my god. So okay, you're a shiny guy. You're a tiny guy. Well, not a tiny guy, but you're not a tall one. You're not really that short either. You're just average. Well, we're not body twins. But legs, gut, and guns. Well, it's pretty much what everyone is. Come on, guys. It's just let's sit around and talk about our bodies. Like, do I look fat in this stream? I think I gotta get on a diet. Lord. Well, how are you gonna do that? I was like, oh, your arms don't reach that tall. I feel bloated. Yo, dog, I feel bloated. I feel like I got done drank too much purple drink. Why is it a her, Psycho? What? Yeah, I've been every so often now cause like I don't smoke weed anymore, so I'll just buy a little beer and just drink it. I've been doing that from time to time. Just like I'll sit there and watch Doc's stream or the dump sometimes when I can catch it. Bitches be hers. I get along with dudes. I'm retaining water weight like a motherfucker, y'all. Shit. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna have to end this shit here. I gotta work in the mornings. And my morning's getting close. But this was fun. I will be back. I need to work on an outro at some point. Think I'll be back Saturday. Since I'm back to my normal schedule. Oh, I just buy tall boys. I just get like the cheap ass fucking tall boys that homeless people buy because they got high alcohol content, but they're cheap and it's a lot. That's what I'm like, dude. I went from a $25 to $50 a week habit to a $2 every other or 3 week habit. Yeah, it's gross. I know. But at the same time, I do it almost because it's funny to me. I'll just be sitting there in my driveway this fucking it's so stupid. Yeah, exactly. It's great. And just sit around. I should ask people who walk by for change, but there aren't that many people walking by because it's usually like 1 a.m. Hurricane. Kills your drinking habit. It's gross. I don't know what Hurricane is. Is that some kind of like Four Loko or some shit? Like a malt liquor? Yeah. I wish. Man, I'm way more of a whiskey person, to be honest with you. I used to like the weed a lot. Okay. I used to like the weed quite a bit. But honestly, once I quit, like I tried it like at the not the last show we played, the show we played before that. Cause like I hadn't smoked any for like weeks, well, months. And it's like we're standing outside and this dude's like, "Hey, you guys want smoke?" Yes. I'm like standing there and they just like pass it to me. And I was like, what the fuck? Right? And to do that, man, I just felt fucking weird. I don't know, I feel like an old guy saying this, but it was just like, I just wasn't into it. Like, I smoked that shit since I was like fucking 16, nearly every fucking day. And he quit for like 3 months. And you go and smoke it again. Still smells really good. I love smelling that shit. Every time I smell it, I'm so happy. Why is it on this? Weird. Why are we on this now? You stay on my playlist. I guess I must not have looped it. Oh well. That's weird. Yeah. Hurricane is a malt liquor by Still Reserve. I'll have to try it. But I don't know. I didn't like the way it felt, weirdly enough. Like, I was like, oh, this is familiar. I don't like it. Like, hell, half the time, even when I don't think I can do that shatter vaping and oil stuff, man. Like, I'm just not into it. I think the worst thing that pot smokers ever did was turn their fucking weed into basically crack. Like, we're like, you know what? We got this really good thing here. Let's make it crack. Like, I don't fucking get it. I like the part of it is I like the ritual. Or I liked the ritual of like, I just like the ritual of the whole breaking it up, you know, packing this or rolling that. Like, but otherwise, I'm just not into the feeling. Pills, I've never really been into. Like, if anything, I'd like a Xanax here and there. But I just look at it and I'm just like, I've seen too many people. Too many people ask me to change that remind me of why I don't do pills. And I'm just like, I'm cool. And I've never really been a big fan of painkillers in general. I like hallucinogens, or maybe a barbiturate of some kind, even though I know they kind of run in the same circle. But, whoa! Did that just get louder? I don't know. Hey! Well, Scout. Go. La 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 la. Ho 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 ho. Hey! Yo, dog, I'm a functioning junkie. Ooh, 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 ooh. Moscow. Oh, Why can't I skip ads? Ever. Can I just skip fucking ads? We just skip. There we go. There we go. Shit. But that's not good, man. That's not good, man. I fear for you, Foams. But whatever. You're a goddamn adult. Just if I ever pass you on the street and you're like, yo dog, can I get a quarter? I'll be like, fuck you, Eric Foams. That's what I'll say. I'll say, you used to be cool, you had a cringe factory and everything. Look what you did. Shame. Yeah. That's cool. So, anyway, I was ending this thing, and then I got distracted by the lovely chat folks. I ran out of steam. I think I'm gonna go see what UA's doing, cause he's doing some kind of thing that they're watching. Then I'm probably gonna go to bed. No, he'd be doing fucking coke. But he was talking like pills and shit. So I don't know what Eric does. I feel like he's a. Oh well, I'm sorry, Psycho. I guess the guys just keep on streaming because Psycho's having fun. Well. I don't know. I don't have any more topics. I don't really have anything to say. I kind of like blew my load on it. I don't know what else. I don't know what else I'm gonna. Percocets, huh? Eesh. I've never liked those. They feel weird. Oh yeah, Eric's a butcher. Yeah, butcher at Kroger. You go to Kroger every day. Yeah, cut the meat. You know, you're not robbing the Kroger pharmacy. It's good. You stay out of them. You stay out of that pharmacy, Eric. You just cut your meat. Just cut your meat up. You taxiderm. Maybe you're a taxidermist. I don't know. Taxiderm's fun. I've never done it, so I don't know if it's actually fun. It sounds like it'd be fun. It'd be good to butcher a deer. Some other kind of woodland creature. Quite delicious. You're like, it doesn't have a pharmacy, unfortunately. When all of your heroes are gone. Yeah, see? Spilled is on our hands. Wait. Did the one guy in that video where like that fucking little bitch made kid was like, why do you kill the deer? Why do you shoot the deer? And does he take it to you? Because didn't that happen in New York? You're like, you're that guy's butcher. You butchered that man's deer and made that kid cry. Good work, sir. You make the little pussy kids cry by butchering the deer. See? That's what I'm saying. Dude, it's a small world, man. You probably butchered that deer. Dude, they ought to really just let people hunt in the city. Like, just bow hunt or something. Because, like, I mean, I drive around a lot, and deer do not give a fuck. Like, if you've got 3 feet of woods, or, like, forest, you've got deer in it. Like, they're fucking everywhere. Oh, pest. The goddamn varmints. They'll be walking, they hang out in the fucking cemetery. I think it'd be fun to butcher, I never have an opportunity to do it. What's stupid is, like, I grew up, like, just south of Zanesville. I mean, Muscatine County is one of the major, like, deer hunting destinations in, you know, this region. And fucking I never really got into hunting. We had woods behind the house and guns. Just never felt the need to go out and shoot anything. I don't have anything against it. I think it'd be fun to do. Even my neighbors hunted, but I'd never trust to go into the woods with them with guns. Was it me or Rec that used to work for Cargill? Probably Rec. Yeah, because his wife, I believe, still works there. Now, where I grew up, we had a place called Rittenberger. And she used to know this guy. I can't remember what the fuck was his name. Oh, this is... I don't want to play this one. What's his next?
It says welcome.
No.
Right now, when you get a $5 double chalupa box, you can enter for a chance to win a Taco Bell Xbox One X with an Elite Series 2
No.
controller.
As much as I like them, copyright. There we go. Baptism of blood. So, what the fuck was his name? He died. He died of like a brain aneurysm. Not if anyone you would know. I'm trying to think of this dude. It's not Jimmy. It wasn't Jimmy Tudor. Fucking, what the fuck? I don't know. He was a big fucking Viking dude that really liked fucking acid and mushrooms. And he would do acid and mushrooms and go to this fucking slaughterhouse. And he was the guy who did one of the saws. So he would like cut down sides of beef and it would just like split open. He was like describing it to us. Him and his buddy got all fucked up and decided to throw fucking knives at each other. So they had this fucking... He got it stuck in his sternum. Like, oh. This fucking knife stuck in his sternum and like... I'm thinking that shit's funny. Yeah, those guys were dumb. He was a really nice guy. Had really good weed. Oh, why would you want to wear beef tripe like a hat? That sounds nasty. You know, there's poop in that, I think. There was a poop. You put a poop pipe on your head. It's basically like the equivalent of shoving your head up a cow's ass. But deeper. Really deep. Getting deep into the large intestine or small intestine. I don't know which. Nice style. Yeah, but it's still a poop pipe. Oh, it's a stomach. 1 of 4. I always thought, what's the fucking... What's the goddamn... Then what's the intestines called? Oh, is that like Menudo? Oh shit. Yeah, it's because they all they don't eat anything but fucking grass, you know, supposedly. So you have to like, you need a lot of fucking guts to fucking process and get that shit out of there. It's very inefficient. It's probably somewhat efficient, but still. It would suck to be a cow. It'd be cool to have a cow, though. Like, just as a friend. Like, he's my friend the cow. Like, I think it's really funny. Like, I'm sure you've seen that Twitter video where the girl's playing fetch with the cow. And it'd be like having a gigantic dog. Which would be awesome. Like, you could ride your dog. Not like Thrax would. I mean, just like an animal you would ride and say, "Let's go places, dog." Dog cow. That would be big fun. I guess if you really wanted to do that, you would just have a horse. But I've never known horses to have that fun. Maybe they do. I don't know. Never owned a horse. It'd be cool if I did. I've ridden horses, but I've never owned one. What's this one on here? This is fucking Creator. I'll let that play. Yeah, big fun with a horse. That's another thing, man. I'd like to eat a horse. I bet they would be good meat. Yeah. But do they play like a dog? That's the thing. Can you be like, fetch horse? Can you say roll over? Can you just like pet them? And be friends? Actually, you can. I think. I'm pretty sure you can. Didn't the, wasn't the Indians word for horse? Wasn't it just big dog? Well, maybe you don't like a psycho, but I might like to eat horse. I don't know about donkeys. They seem like dicks. I'm pretty sure this song is about the chosen people. It's called The Ancient Plague. I don't know, there's all these people in the comments saying that apparently someone called them posers. I don't care. I like this one. A little too, I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. I just think it's funny to say it. Creator has been labeled... No, they didn't ban vaping. They just banned certain flavored additives. I think that's fucking stupid. That should have never gotten past anybody. Like, vapors rise up. fucking, I don't get it. Like, people just take that shit. It's fucking stupid. You just be like, no, fuck you, I'm buying my Fruit Loop fucking vape juice. God damn it. And, the other thing is, I like the vaping, because I like the smell of people vaping around me. I would never vape. I'd rather just smoke a cigarette. I like to smoke a cigarette right now. But the idea that you, like, seriously? Oh, they make fruity flavors and the kids might like it. Well, for fuck's sake, okay, fine. Like, do you really think Joe Camel was selling fucking cigarettes to kids? I don't think so. I never looked at a fucking Camel thing and said, like, I don't look at the fucking, as a kid, I never looked at Joe Camel and was like, man, I really like to smoke. I thought, he seems like a cool mascot. But smoking, because of him, never entered my mind. And when I did start smoking, I smoked Marlboros. Like, because that's what I like. That's what I like. I can't fucking do Camels, man. Camels taste like fucking sewage. Too smooth. That's the problem. I like a harsh, dry cigarette. Yeah, well, I mean, to each their own, but definitely a fucking, I'd rather smoke a Cowboy Killer. But it's just, I don't know. I think it's absurd that they were able to force an industry to not only not be able to advertise, which is restricting their freedom of speech, but also actively advertise against themselves, forced to advertise against themselves. Like, that's awful. Oh, you gotta put pictures of fucking lungs on your fucking cigarettes and things of that nature. Awful. It's just a total fucking miscarriage of what America should be. Really fucking stupid. They just take it. Just fucking take it. Fucking stupid. And, you know, all that shit. I kind of wonder sometimes. Because as much as, like, cigarettes are addictive and, you know, control you in that way, I wonder why the anti-smoking thing took off. Because I don't need to reinstall this, okay? Like, why the big push for anti-smoking? You can say all these practical reasons, like, well, they want to implement socialized medicine, so they got to get rid of that. Or, you know, these just people really want to, you know, take care of their health, and it causes this. Or they just wanted to fucking give it a reason to make the taxes higher on it, which is certainly valid. And all of these things may be valid and true. But I almost wonder if fucking, no, not this one. Yeah, I pretty much smoke out of pure spite now too. But I wonder why. Like, I really wonder why, because I don't think it's health reasons. And I think it's being promoted. Maybe there's something in nicotine that prevents all the aluminum and titanium that they put in the jet fuel. They put all the chemtrails. Maybe there's something in the cigarettes that negates the fucking society-calming effects of, as I cough. the society calming effects of the chemicals they put in the chemtrails. So like people that smoke cigarettes are somehow immune to this or that thing. And I mean, you'd think like, why wouldn't they be promoting it if they don't want people to like have kids and shit? Well, if it supposedly lowers the swims counts and fertility, why wouldn't you want more people smoking, Greta? Like, or is it burning the carbon dioxide that was kind of transfixed into the fucking plant in the first place? But, you know, shit like that. I don't fucking get it. Then they pass this fucking smoking ban. So just more and more. I think maybe it's just the incremental nature of things where they just want to be able to like, well, we're gonna try this and see if we get this far. We're gonna do this a little bit. Just see what people fucking put up with. Because they didn't stop at fucking cigarettes. Everyone quit smoking cigarettes and they started vaping. Well, all of a sudden that was a fucking problem too. Like, oh, the pleasant smelling water vapor in the fucking air. Can't do that inside now. Like, yeah. It's my driving playlist. It's the music I listen to when I drive around. So there's like 300 some odd songs that fucking pop on there. But I don't fucking understand, because I don't think it's about smoking. I think it's more about control in a lot of ways, which a lot of this shit's just about control. But I do not fucking understand why. It's just dumb. Like, and the whole vaping thing, like, you know, 20 years ago. Yeah. Oh no, cotton candy! Like 20 years ago, you could go and there would be restaurants where you could smoke in the kitchen while you were fucking working. Like, it was no thing. We're gonna have to change this. You know, might be this one alright. I like this one. Yeah, I don't know. See, I don't know if, like... Yeah, I don't fucking know. It's just like cycling. Fucking cyclist. All that bullshit. Ride a fucking bike everywhere like some fucking Chinese guy. Stupid. Entirely reworking fucking entire city fucking streets to accommodate bicycles. So you go from... Yeah. So you go from having like... You go from having motherfucking... You could go... Yeah, you go from having 2 lanes to having fucking 1 lane and a bike lane. And they'd be like, oh, it's traffic, you're easing the traffic congestion. How in the fuck? Yeah. I don't fucking know. I remember being able to, like, smoke a cigarette inside restaurants and shit. And that was the dopest. That was dope. I mean, how much better, like, what the fuck is the point of having, like, a coffee shop or a diner where you can't go in, sit down, have a cigarette, have your coffee? And what I really fucking hated was, like, everyone just accepted it. People who smoked and owned businesses, like a couple of them that own bars, like one of the places I work at now. The owner's like, oh, I like it so much better the smoking ban you went through, and I'm like, well, if that was the case, why didn't you just do that on your own? Why didn't you just ban fucking smoking in your fucking restaurant? It was your fucking restaurant. It's like, yeah, but well, you know, you get home from night, and fucking cigarettes would smell like smoke, or your clothes would smell like smoke, and all this other shit. So who gives a fuck? Like, it's dumb. Like, if you really felt that way, why didn't you just make your restaurant that way? And he didn't even vote for it or anything like that. But now, dude, it killed fucking a lot of the live shows. That and, you know, a lot of the overzealous, like, DUI laws and shit like that. We're like, yeah, dude. They always had them in bowling alleys. So when I was like 12 or like 13 and 14, we just go to the bowling alley and buy cigarettes out of the machine, but you had to like be all sneaky. That was always good fun. What video? This video may be inappropriate for some users. I understand and wish to proceed. What the fuck? You kidding me? You guys will know this one.
Yeah, I'm back, bitches.
Fucking. What the hell is it? We're gonna respect. We're gonna respect women's.
Just kidding, they should suck my dick. Vagina. I wanna
Just the fucking stupidest goddamn things. It's just, you know what they did? They took all the fun out of the world. All the fun. Like, all the fun, it's gone. Can't have it anymore. Terrible. Fucking, the world is fucking terrible.
I'm the Wayne Gretzky of sexual stuff. I'm the Hulk Hogan of slamming muff. I'm the Indiana Jones of exploring crotch. I'm the Shakespeare of enormous cock. I'm the Helen Keller of having sex. No, wait, that's a bad example. Why did my penis cross the road to get to
Can you play any Fear Factory? I would rather not. I don't like Fear Factory. I like the one song they did with fucking Duke Nukem. But that's about it. I mean, I could play it. I'm just not going to. Plus, you know you like this song, Psycho. It's like, it's music from the dump.
be with me, it goes one of two ways. Either you have sex with me, or you have sex with me. I have really good sex moves that I learned in China.
China.
I'm a sexual tiger, and I feed on vagina.
Wonderful. Well, sorry, man. This is not a request line. Maybe I should have a different show for that. I mean, you do the chords. I probably could. I don't know. I've never thought to play any Fear Factory. The only cover songs I've really learned. Well, I actually learned quite a few, come to think of it. But never really all that good, and not a lot of them all the way through. Like, I was doing a pretty good job. I learned most of Sweet Child of Mine from Guns N' Roses. I learned a good bit of Belinda Carlisle's Heaven is a Place on Earth. I learned Dare to Be Stupid. That one's fun. You kind of just make that one up because he's doing a whole different fucking bass line on the one side of the fucking keyboard that he's playing in that song, or synth. Learn Raining Blood back in the day. Bottled Violence. That other song. Oh, Subliminally. Suicidal. Shit. Pretty, other than like the intro and the outro riff, because I just can't play it that fast. Is fucking The Trooper, Fear of the Dark. What is another one? Fear of the Dark, The Trooper. There was one more fucking Iron Maiden song that I was working on. I don't remember what it was. Iron Maiden, Fear of the Dark. Fucking The Trooper. Some other one. I don't know what it was. Yeah, you said about Aces High. I think we tried to learn that one, but years ago. I think I feel like I did like a couple more. Can't remember though. A long time. I've never been a big. It's always been hard for me to learn other people's music. Because, like, you have to play what they play. I should learn Ace of Spades. It's mainly just E and 7E. Lemmy's a whole different animal, though, because he's pretty much playing his bass like a lead guitar. Ian playing it through a fucking guitar stack, not a bass stack. I kind of wish I had the 412. I have 412 and a 410. That'd be a dope speaker setup. Problem is, if I got a 410, 412 or another 410, I'd have to up my the amp that I plan on buying to something that could handle that. Which I think the one I plan on buying could probably handle that alright. But you know. Dude, that's what the next song we should learn fucking the Three Little Pigs or some other Green Jelly and or fucking dude, okay, so maybe fucking our guitarist now, we joke because our old singer hated Thin Lizzy for some reason, and I don't know what our new singer thinks about it, but he's been doing the whole "the boys are back," like dude, yeah, or some Gwar. That would be right up our alley. I could learn some Gwar. That'd be great. Because the bass. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what they do. I know they're like more industrial, so they probably have a. I wouldn't doubt if their tone ends up being something more like what I'm gonna have. But mine's gonna be like double tone anyway, because I'm gonna have two different tones running. Alright, maybe even two different timbers. Because one will just be like a natural bass sound, the other one's gonna be like some kind of fucking some kind of distorted fucking gimmick. Because I want distortion. I actually might get a bass synthesizer pedal at some point too, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to start experimenting when I get more shit. See where I want to take it. But having the simultaneous fucking what? How the fucking Gwar get lumped in with new metal? They're not really even metal. Or are you talking about Fear Factory? I don't know. They definitely should like have more. I don't know. I would always think Fear Factory would be more like Nine Inch Nails. I never even considered them metal, to be honest with you. I always considered them more fucking EDM. Oh yeah, I should check that while I'm up there. Yeah, Gwar Gore was just fun. That's what Gore is. Gore is big fun. Big fun with Gore. God. Let's see who's copyright claiming my last stream. Oh, Run to the Hills and Rucka. What kind of ad revenue are you gonna fucking... So stupid. Let me just mute the song. It takes fucking hours. I haven't messed around with that one. Like, seriously, Lordy? Just mute the song. Whoop. Yes, it'll take a while. Stupid ass shit. Let's see. And see if I can get this one. Teleside, the tubes. Always. Mute. Some of these I actually couldn't fucking get off here. Like Victor's Galactic Thinking About Space and Time. Can I... It only gives you the option to dispute. Like, you can't fucking take the Star Trek Next Generation main theme off there. I don't fucking get it. Don't get it. Let's see, which one is people? Lemons and the reptilians who love them. I got 35 views. I'm talking analytics now because I got distracted. That's my most watched stream. Weird. Very weird. KMDFM. Yeah. I'm conflicted with Pantera. I like Phil. I don't care about their music. I don't really like Dimebag. I like the fact that some... I like being able to make the joke Columbus 1, Pantera 0. That sort of thing. But other than that, I just don't fucking care. Let's see. Around the world. Who's streaming now? Rakita, Creepshead, Trippy. Guessing Doc Griffin's just not streaming. Man, I haven't watched a V video for so long. It's bad. I should watch more V. Thing is, I can't just sit here and watch him. Like, he just talks on camera, and I just get tired of looking at him. He's like, oh, here's this thing, my friend. Oh, we're not watching that. I don't listen to that. I don't feel like it. No techno acts.
Critics call Impulse a surprise.
surprising kind of
No.
superpower.
Here we go. Ricada. You put Andrew Steele over Phil Anselmo? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, man. He's like, Red Wolf Moon. Yeah, I don't know about Typo over fucking Pantera. I don't know about that one. They're kind of both pretty low. And Typo Negative always kind of reminded me of like, yes, he does. He was on the Kumite. Yeah, Peter Steele, that's it. He was on the fucking Kumite last week, which I'm pretty sure was probably planned, but not made to be planned. You know, like it wasn't presented like that. But I check in on that stream every so often just to hear what's going on. And sometimes there's just nothing to fucking watch. Yeah, is that so? I think Danzig got fucking beat up here in fucking Columbus at some point. Once. But I don't remember the story. Didn't Peter Steele die? Yeah, he sure did. It was I don't know. I get it. Like, I get why you'd want to have Phil on, but I don't think Phil... He must have been like... He must not pay attention. I mean, shit, really, if I was Phil, I'd probably go on more shows. It's funny when, like... What I like is the fact that, like, they got Phil, and immediately he's got to go in the title. It's like, oh, this is the biggest feather in our cap since fucking Tonka lost her headdress. Like, it's like, man, dude, should have just played it cool, not put Phil in your title. But I mean, whatever. You use what you want to use. Do what you gotta do, I guess. And I don't really want to devolve into one of these fucking goddamn fucking Kumite streams. For one, there's no reason to hate on it anymore. It's just out there. Like, meh. Like, even some of like the fucking like AP's jokes about fucking Tonka and shit like that. I'm like, dude, it's fucking, it's played out, you know? Yeah, dude, I kind of wonder about that too. Because, like, Phil was talking about doing things, being busy, and I'm like, Phil is not getting any play anywhere because of that. Which is dumb, personally. I'm like, dude, I mean, you guy's in a fucking metal band. Big fucking deal. As we listen to Fallschirmjäger. Like, nah. Let him do his thing. It's goddamn Phil Anselmo. He can do what the fuck he wants. Sit here and act like, oh, this is that. Hell no. It'd have been the same thing if he'd have been like, it'd have been the same fucking problem if he just threw like one of these up at the end of it, like, oh, where's it at? What's that? Did they get rid of it? Did they fucking show it? Well, oh wait, just use one of these motherfuckers. Yeah, this is true, Eric. This is very fucking true. If Phil just threw one of those into the fucking into the fucking you know, in the air at some point, be a big fucking problem too.
I think I'm gonna go down to the shore. What are you gonna do down there? I don't know.
Cover that. What? Why are we back to this? What? What the hell? We just played Gintama. There we go. Maybe. But so what? Like, I don't even think he is. Maybe he is. I don't know. I don't know that much about that. I know there was certainly a lot of that sort of aesthetic with Pantera, but like, I give a shit. The fuck do I care? You know? Like, it's okay to have people like that around and make money and have shows and be in metal bands, do that stuff. I don't care. There's plenty of fucking musicians that I listen to that are straight up fucking communist and, you know, stupid fucking SJW types. I don't fucking yeet them from my fucking playlist because of it. But I guess that's the problem with my way of thinking compared to somebody who's gonna fucking yeet you over some shit like that. Is they want to, you know, I don't know, what do you call it? They got their courage of conviction, as it were. Or at least how they think they understand it. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, like, did you not see Dimebag's guitar half the time? You just didn't see that? You only listen to CDs there, bud? Which I'm pretty sure they had them in their videos, too. Wow. Alright, so I got Eric's in here, Psycho's in here. I'm got this going on my phone. I wonder if it's counting me as a viewer. Because you're the only two talking in chat. Maybe Nightbot counts? I don't know. Someone popped in. Like, who is mysterious number 3? Is it Social Rec? Does he not have to work tomorrow? I don't know. We got a mystery person. Reveal yourself if you exist. And I'm not just being dumb. Oh, it's me and YouTube. Well, that's stupid. Oh, Nightbot. Yeah, it would make sense for Nightbot to count as a viewer. Ugh. Ah, I'm just dropping shit now. What the fuck? I don't think it's Rec lurking. I think Rec fucked off. I think he fucked right off the fucking internet. Like, he just like noped on out. Bastard. Left us all hanging. He went to join Carl in the happy hunting grounds. Sad. We'll press F. Press F for Social Rec. We're gonna press F for Social Rec now. There we go. Ah, well. Be nice if it was Rec. He needs to come back. You know what kills me about a lot of these fucking YouTube people that I really don't fucking understand, I never will understand, is how they have this like this weird self-awareness. Like, where they sit around and they talk about, well, I was going to do this on my channel, but then I thought that'd be like fucking Magog and Beardy and all these guys fucking this is, which I'm pretty sure this is just a soft shill. But like Magog today does this fucking stream where he's like, well guys, I'm gonna have to go get a job now, so there might not be as much content. You know, I checked my bank account and I had like $64 in it. And he's like, first of all, you were stupid to get rid of all your jobs in the first place. I think I said that when he said he was going to do that to focus on YouTube. And I'm like, you should really keep one job as just a stable... Yes, it is. It is a song from Bill and Ted. It's the best song from Bill and Ted. It died. Oh no. Oh no. Actually, it's not quite the best song from Bill and Ted. I mean, I can understand how some people make YouTube their sole source of income. Like, either they don't have anything else to do, like they just don't have, they just have that free time because they either can't work like a regular job for whatever reason, or, you know, like they're like disabled or some shit, which I guess would be the same thing. But yeah, that's what I don't get. Like, Magog like goes out there, dude. Years ago, he was talking about buying that land, right? He was going to buy the land. Okay, good. Buy the fucking land. He had a job that was his own janitorial service, right? Which is, you know, good. Keep your janitorial service going. Clean them motherfucking toilets as a fucking contractor. That's a good job. And you don't even need PewDiePie money, but like, it's just like I don't know if I don't know if anyone's ever listened to the Steve Austin podcast from years ago. One of the things he was talking about was being smart with your money. And the way... What the fuck? You are so stupid. Okay. He fucking... So he had his own business going with janitorial contracts, which is good. You can control your work hours that way, by and large. So why in the fuck? And I don't know. I just don't fucking get it. Yeah, live beneath your means. Pay cash for things. Don't get fucking loans. Yeah, I don't fucking get it. Like, but they have this like weird, I think going back to my original point, I hate it when they give you channel updates like that are really stupid. Like, well guys, I'm gonna go get a job now, so I won't be doing this, but like, just quietly go get a job and make less content and don't make a stream about it. Which during the stream he probably made $150. So, yeah, he'll probably put off that job for another day. But, like, you don't even establish fucking credit. Like, if you're gonna, like, live off of YouTube money, everything has to be paid for, and you have to have enough cash to sustain yourself when you're not making money. Yeah, like, I try SideQuest, it's okay. It's got way more potential than I think the 4 to 6 people that do it could ever actually attain. Like, they need some outside person to be in, like, all right, well, set this up and set this up. I'm not that person. I don't have any ideas other than whatever. Yeah, that's what I sort of look at it as well. And like, it to me, I'm just like, man, he does that fucking shit, and I'm like, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, dude, I like you, Magog, but what the hell are you talking about? Like, just go get a fucking job. Fucking Beardy does the same shit too. I'm convinced that he just sucks at life. Or he's really good at it, and this is all just like a fucking ruse of some kind to get like sympathy shekels, which isn't going to work on me because I hear this kind of shit and I'm just like, well, you've been making super chat money and shit. Like, dude, if I was making like Streamlabs and super chat money, like fucking Magog and AP and like those guys do, JP, at least he's very upfront with his shill. And I like that. It's like, hey, I need money. He actually uses the meme. But like, but that whole like, well, the content might be a little slower, but I'm not going away. Beardo. Magog doesn't suck at life. He just made some dumb decisions. For example, to buy that land, he cashed in all his like mutual funds and shit, and that's how he bought the 12 acres that he's on. Which you can say that he simply converted it from one investment to another. But the thing is investments of the nature that he had grow and are liquid, whereas land is not. It might grow, but it is not as liquid at all. It's in fact the opposite of liquid, unless you have water on it. Which, I mean, he's saying like, don't buy the fucking land or something like that. And it's good. I guess it's good that he sort of paid. I think he paid cash for it. But to give up a stable source of income when you didn't need to would have been very dumb. Well, it was very dumb, and it only worked for a year. He was like, because not only does he got Super Chat, he's got Patreon and stuff. So, like, I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, well, if I had a Patreon that got what Magog made, let's just say it's $500, $600, $700 a month. I would just continue working the fucking what I work now and just grow that, and then eventually put that in, back in those mutual funds that he sold to do the thing. But I would just keep my normal job. If I got enough of it saved up, or like, let's say I was hitting a peak of $2,000 a month from internet streaming and doing this kind of shit. So like, I might expect to make $2,000 a month. Okay, well that's $500 a week, and let's just assume that at some point you're going to make 1/10 of that. So what? I don't know, 20th of it. So you make. So maybe at that point I would maybe quit my second job, but I'm still keeping a job, one way or the other. Because the idea is to have multiple income streams coming in. So what you ideally want is you want a regular job, then you want your side hustle, which would be YouTube or a second job. Then you want to parlay that into, investment income, so you've got mailbox money, right? So that's essentially what Tonka lives off of, as far as I can tell. It's either that or fucking pill sales, who knows. But that's a good model. He's got like his hand in some local businesses, and his family's got money evidently. But not to talk about Tonka in that sense, but that seems to be where he makes his money, how he pays his bills, and then you got, you know, other shit going on. Exactly, Psycho. You use a real job to support your passion. And even when that and the thing is, even if the thing that you're doing, well, whoever, I'm not going to say there's a difference between your parents owning something and you. But the point being is not having to work a day job because this has been successful enough to do whatever. Perfectly fine once you get to that point. But you have to have that nest egg that produces the enough incidental income, like you just interest income coming off of that to pay your dailies, then you're good. Or you know, you can withdraw a portion of that savings over time in a, you know, in a metered manner. That's basically what people in retirement do. That's when you can retire, essentially. When you're financially independent. So the way the Mogog went about it was completely backwards, in the sense that he had a good thing going with that shitter cleaning business. Started making some money off of fucking YouTube. Went and blew a bunch of money on a bunch of land. So now the money that he had is sunk into that. And why are you going back to these other songs? Like, and to just fucking here. Boop. Let's do this.
My boyfriend is addicted to frozen food porn. Ever since it started, he turned into a 3-minute.
That was weird. God damn it. Oh well. Anyway. So he did this all fucking backwards. And now that YouTube isn't paying out what it's paying out, he's kind of fucked. Because he can't eat. Because all his money that would be producing some sort of, that he could draw off of and live off of when his, you know, the YouTube slow or whatever. But it's really dumb. I mean, really, how much fucking money did he said he needed $2,000 a month to live? Okay, that's not that easy. That's not that hard to make. That's $500 a week. I mean, shit. Like, you got some Patreon money. You've got some, you know, a little bit of YouTube ad money. You've got Super Chat money and Streamlabs money. And you're probably making like $50 to $100 a week doing that, right? So go get a job making $10 an hour, 40 hours a week. That's $400, you know, less taxes, but still, you're not making like $10 an hour is fucking low. So you can pretty much just, yeah, and I don't have even a problem with the Super Chat system, or to say that it's easy, because this shit, I say it like I'm a fucking YouTuber doing it. It's work. It doesn't matter how you get money, right? What matters is that you get money. Alright? So that's the method that you require it. If you're not stealing it, essentially, or defrauding someone for it, like explicitly defrauding someone for it. Big fucking deal. But I mean, you're a stable part-time job, or, you know, a semi-full-time job, is quite enough for him to get by and probably not even do less content. Like, Lord knows, if I was just working my day job as it stood now, where I essentially, like, Monday I work 16 hours and then, you know, I make up the rest of the 40 hours in the day shift till, you know, Saturday and Sunday and my days off. Like, if that's all I was doing, It wasn't working. Actually, what's stupid is if I hadn't had to end up getting the second job because of the going from being a 1099S to being a 1040, I'd actually had more time for fucking YouTube. I'd probably be making a little bit of money doing this, what I'm doing here, because my old schedule was much more conducive to that. It was essentially like I would, you know, work all day Monday and then get off around fucking 8, 9 o'clock. And from there, I could either go home or go over to our, like, the band studio, practice spot, whatever you want to call it. And I could take my PC with me. I got a suitcase made for it and everything. If I didn't had it made, I'd made it myself. Like, I could just simply easily put my tower in there, take that there, buy a couple cheap fucking monitors for that place, and use that as a secondary studio to stream from. Do that on Tuesday and Wednesday, work day shift, you know, the rest of that fucking time till Friday, and then do what I do here at the house when I'm on like Saturday nights. That'd have been 3 shows a week. Yeah, usually I am too, but sometimes I don't. And even when I smoked weed, I was never really lazy like that. But now that I'm doing the 2 jobs, yeah, I don't want to fuck around with that. I do not want to fuck around with doing, I like doing this. I got off early enough tonight to do this, and I wanted to play that Slayer piano and stuff, because I'm like, oh, I found Halloween music, so I wanted to utilize it for the Halloween stream, as it were. So, like, the fucking, you know, but because of the fucking man being a bitch with the fucking tax system, that's not what we get. We get pretty much 1 stream a week, and half the time I'm too fucking tired to do because I've worked 16 hours on fucking Friday. And, you know, then I end up getting up the fucking next day after like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, having to do shit, and by the time that I can really get back downstairs to stream, it's like fucking midnight, and I'm kind of like dying. Sometimes, like, a lot of times, that's why I haven't even streamed like the past couple Saturdays. Well, I worked last Saturday and shit like that, but sometimes I think, oh, I'll do it on Sunday, but I end up fucking just being fucking tired of shit. Plus, I gotta work tomorrow too. I probably should go to bed soon. But the point is, these stupid fucks get themselves in these situations where they think, oh, I'm making this YouTube money, and like, what are you doing? Like, you don't need to make a fucking video telling us that you're gonna fucking go out and get a job. Like, just go out and get a fucking job, dude. Just don't say anything. He's like, hopefully it won't affect SideQuest. I'm like, okay. Hopefully it won't. Like, I don't even have anything against the fucking dude itself. It's just I really get tired of watching that shit. And Beardy, here's the thing. I really like Beardy. He's a nice guy. But maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But I think he might suck at life. Because every fucking 2 months, he's like, well, I can't live in this place anymore for some fucking reason. He's always moving or having some fucking issue with the landlord, or having some issue with his internet connectivity. And I'm like, man, I'm pretty sure that when he first started doing like YouTube and had like, when I first encountered him, he was making leather work for like productions. I'm like, well, I haven't heard anything about that for fucking a year or two. You know, like, it's be sucked on the fucking YouTube teat as well. Yeah, it's always some fucking sob ass story, and I'm just like, well, like, God, what the fuck? Well, taking care of grandma. I don't fucking get it. And like, everywhere he moves on where he fucking lives has got some big fucking problem. He can't ever fucking afford shit. I'm like, dude, you need to get your shit straightened out, bud. Yeah, I'm guessing that is why. I've been thinking about that a lot too, because like, so I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I mean, I understand the time it takes. A lot. This is what's funny, is they'll talk about the time it takes to do YouTube videos. It takes a lot of fucking time, and how little you get rewarded for it. The problem is, self-directed, self-employed businesses are very much like that most of the time. You know, take being in a band. You play a lot of shows for fucking free. You play a lot of shows at cost to yourself in just time and moving equipment and buying equipment. And just there's a lot of personal investment that goes into doing that stuff. And everybody wants to do that kind of stuff, so it's hard to command a lot of, you know, prices for it. And yeah, I don't fucking get it. And it's like, dude, like, Beardy, I really like you. You're a good guy. It seems like you are, anyhow. He doesn't seem like he's got any malice. But always having to move, moving in with family, moving out of family. Then he couldn't, like, take care of grandma anymore. He's like, well, she could take the care she needed. I thought the family was going to help us out some more. Yeah, I mean, I understand the struggle to a certain extent, except I'm not stupid enough to place my bets on things like that. Like, I do YouTube. I'm doing it right now. And I do the music thing. But I would be hard fucking pressed to sit here and be like, alright, well, I'm going to quit both jobs that I got and really just throw myself into music and YouTube. Like, and if I do that, it'll work out. Like, no, it will not fucking work out. I mean, it might work out, but you have, at best, a 10% chance of it working out, and probably a 90% chance of just being, yeah, exactly, self-inflicted struggle. And I just don't fucking understand it, because you don't have to fucking choose. Like, it's dumb as fuck. It's just stupid. Like, I'm perfectly happy to take the spare time that I have when I'm not doing A, B, C, or D, right? Then I got time for E. Like, and that's really how it comes down to it. Like, my time is spent very much like, you know, 80% of it is fucking working, and the last 10%, I guess, would be spending, like, family time, as it were. And then, like, I don't know, I basically have 2 days. I basically have 2 days for fucking family time. I've got fucking one night a week to practice regularly with band shit. And I got about 3 hours a fucking week. And I got about 3 hours a week to fucking work on, like, YouTube shit. So I'm either streaming or doing something. I don't know. I need to get into the video editor and start doing some shit like that at some point. But, you know, it comes down to, am I going to sit here and fucking edit a video? Which I don't need to edit a video. I don't really. No. I mean, I've got some videos I would like to make. But I'm in no hurry, and really, it's if I just keep, like, putting fucking video on the thing or just saving the fucking footage that I take, I can just basically make one big video and release it as I want. Because, like, I am working on videos in a sense. Just when I do certain maintenance things, or if I buy something for my vehicle. Like, I recorded putting in I fucking recorded installing that CD player, Bluetooth fucking head unit on my car. And I'll probably, record installing, putting in the fog lights when I buy them, putting in the fucking little license plate gimmick, and all the little custom things I'm going to eventually do to my vehicle. And, stuff like that. But the, fucking, that whole fucking thing, I don't fucking understand. Never fucking will. Mainly because it's like, it's just dumb. It's just fucking retarded. Like, what are you gonna fucking do, dude? Like, I just don't fucking get it. I have the same problem, I think. Not so much with the guys in my band, but I could see them being all on the same lines, being like, oh, we gotta really just go on tour, and it's like, no, I'm not gonna be going on tour unless I'm gonna get paid for it. I'm gonna go on tour. You better fucking have that money fronted up front. Like, have the money ready to go to either pay for it, pay your bills while you're gone, or know that you're gonna make, get a rider essentially, and know that you're gonna have X amount of money to go out and fucking tour on before you get on the road. Like, shit like that. It's just, I don't fucking... Hell, my whole fucking goal... Wait, you filmed 3 episodes for a series of pull-out sofa couch reviews? Why are you not doing that right now? That's such a good idea. It's such a stupid thing to review. I want to see it. I'm like, well, this is a very comfortable couch. As you can see, the fucking recliner pulls out very nicely. I'm like, yeah, dog. See, on this here couch, I just roll my blunt up real nice. It's got this handy little tray. Dude, that's fucking great. I wanna What? Why? Stores are weird. It's like wouldn't that have been a secondhand place? It's not like they're trying to fucking, hey, this is a couch we got. It's not like one that they developed. It's not like it's their product in that sense that you're gonna fucking be saying this is a shitty couch. Were you like, fuck your couch, nigga? That would have been great. I want to see a couch review now. Never thought about it. Never thought, man, I wish I knew what kind of couch is the best one. But when I think about it, that's useful. That's actually useful. Did you wear a suit? You have to wear a suit. That's great. Just what the fuck? See? You know what's up. You have to have a suit. Oh wait. Was that on fucking... Did I have that set up on Brave? He'll only be a minute. Teenagers in it. Got one out to live. Sleeping through the night. Let's get it over with. Cause and effect. Two events all work. Chaos makes perfect sense. Things coming down. Welcome to Earth, third rock from the sun. I could have swore. Parking lot. Through the area. I'm not singing very well at all here. Stormer Sparks. Let's go. Oh yeah. There we go. Log in. Fuck. Why wouldn't you just save that? Swears a giant alien. Yep. Well. Jurassic Galaxy.
Dead hair. We'll start with dead hair. We've been having a great conversation behind the You get a little drone that follows you around. Tells you about the world.
What the hell are they watching? This looks great. Isn't that the guy from Stargate Atlantis? Not like you guys would know. No, that's not the guy. Is that Mark Hamill? Looks like Mark Hamill. It's just Mark Hamill wearing a Carhartt.
I think that's I think it might be Jakku.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Think we're safe?
Just stay alert.
No one's ever safe.
Oh, you mean pay attention? Okay, good deal. Oh yeah, this is definitely fucking tattooing.
Watch out,
That was this pull-out puppy.
Oh, never mind. It's just Chris Pratt.
That might work.
Some Jawas are gonna come by.
Hey, weld this together.
You know, fundamentally, humans don't have very many jobs genetically to fulfill. But if you
Oh,
are the only humans on
sorry.
the planet, and
Man
it
of
is
War's gotta
hospitable
go.
life, it's your duty
As
to
much as
protect
it's
it.
awesome, they're very, very, very fucking don't use our shit. So is WWE fucking E.
Not this
Dicks.
sand out there, lady.
I just want to point out they probably auditioned multiple people,
Oh,
and this was the guy that they went with.
I just pretty much walked away from the stream.
Yeah. He's the one that acts most like a fucking garbage B actor.
This is one of the better movies at this point. Even though it's
Well-
terrible, it is still one of the better movies you brought to the table.
Don't
I'm
worry,
not disgusted by it yet.
Alright. I gotta end this bitch. It's like 3:11.
Movies that
And
didn't do well.
Me and Fabi want to watch. Just let
I gotta get up for work tomorrow and do another fucking 12-hour day of love. Donate to my Patreon. Like, comment, subscribe. I'd hate to have to take this content away, but I just don't have time to make it.
You sure this isn't unfair?
Like,
I understand that there's,
you know,
multiple moves
like,
or whatever
comment,
in the
subscribe.
background.
I need to start a subscribe star. Anyway, it was nice having you all. I'll be back Saturday and stuff with a more prepared stream. I got things. We got some more whatchamacallits. The what do you call it? Fucking goddamn it. The
I've got a cartoon to produce in the next 24 hours. So watch
the
no, dude, I have the ability to produce.
you know, article